What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, hold on, what's going on here? So, a while back, I think it was a couple years ago, I told a story about an individual on the yard. I don't remember if I said his name or not. I want to say it today, right? But I don't remember if I said his neighborhood last time, man. So people, people are sneaky. People go back, oh, that's who he was. Okay. But I'm going to say his name. His name was Thumper, right? And he was about the same age as me. We were all youngsters. And not all of us youngsters kicked it with each other. We bullshitted with each other. Me, I learned at a young age from the California Youth Authority, I'm not going to learn anything if I'm only hanging around with dudes my age. So I always made it a point to kick it with older homies. And especially if they were laced up, people that I knew what time it was. That's who I needed to kick it with. But there were a handful of youngsters that I did, kick it with from time to time. He was not one of them. When I think back, I don't really remember anybody really kicking it with him. He was, he was a homie, but he had an LWAP. He was doing life without possibility of parole, and he wasn't Mexican. From a barrio, but he was one of those, and so there's that extra that he was doing, right? And I remember Pacas, the vato from Pacas I always mentioned, the older homie was my Sally. He had a lot of he had a lot of juice, and I learned a lot from that guy. And that guy Pacas was funny, man. He would roast people, and he was on Thumper's ass one day. He's like, "Man, what the fuck are you, homie?" And he said something like he was Mexican and Hawaiian, and the homie was like, "Damn, they took the wrong turn. Ain't no Mexicans swimming in Hawaii." You know what I'm saying? They just crossed the border right there or swim across. Anyways, but he was always like the butt of a joke. There was a time, and if anybody remembers the story, he got a fucking tattoo on his back, on his lower back, and it said, "Soy el Thumper de," and then his barrio, and it said, "Loved by few, hated by many, respected by all." And there was a homie there, big old dude, older homie, grouchy as hell. I'd been down 16, 17 years already. And he told him, he goes, "Hey, you got a new taca?" And he goes, "Yeah." Thumper was all proud of it. Yeah. And he goes, "Let me see. What does it say?" And he read it, and he looked at him, and this is what he told him. He looked at him, and he goes, "We'll see." And he walked off. And, it's there's, in prison, man, you get shit like that. It's like, who the fuck are you? What you mean you're respected by all? He wasn't saying his barrio was respected. He was saying he was respected by all. And this fool who has done pegadas, was around, the legends, and he's like, yeah, all right, we'll see. Because like I said, a lot of times he was like the butt of the joke. Thumper got in a boxing team in New Folsom. They had a boxing team there, and he got on it, and this was back when we had cameras. Now people are gonna say, "What do you mean? There's always been cameras." No, there hasn't. We had cameras, and then they took the cameras around 1996. They took them off of all the yards, and then they brought them back. I don't know what, like 2007 or 8 or something like that is when they brought them back to the yard. So there was a decade where there was no fucking cameras, and that's why when people ask me for pictures, "Hey, you should put out timeline pictures." Well, I never really liked taking pictures until I wasn't allowed to take pictures. Then I was like, oh shit. Now I'm, jeez. Hold on, where's the thing at? I don't have it right here. Oh, that land. Where's it at? Damn. Oh wait, nope. I don't have my fucking. That would have been a perfect time. Man, get it together, dub. But anyways, now I'm fucking taking pictures all the time. I get buzzed. I tired. It's TikTok time. But Thumper was on the boxing team. Everybody's out at yard. Now, this was before the big riot of 96 in New Folsom, right? So back then, no lie, man, it was so easy. New Folsom is different. And back then, before the riot, you'd go to yard, man, and there would be so many dudes out there because it was easy to sneak out. The cops just didn't give a damn, you know? Certain buildings, you could just flash your light and they'll be like, what do you want? I say, I want to go to yard. It wasn't even your yard. Your door opens, like, fuck it. Go. So we're out there, man. There's probably, I don't know, 600 people on the yard. Everywhere, right? I happen to look over. I see the gym door open up. That's where the boxing ring was at that time. The boxing ring was inside the gym, the B yard. The door opens. Guess who comes out? Hold on. Let me listen. Thumper. I'm not laughing at me saying his name or that stupid Debo sound. This is what I'm laughing at. This vato came out. He came out with boxing gloves on and a red boxing robe. And we're like, right away, homies are like, hey, where you going, champ? Hey, yeah. Where you going, champ? And hold on, who's calling me? Oh man, why they call me right now? I actually need to answer that, but you know, we're recording right now. We'll try again later. So he's like trying to shine us on, and he's walking. This vato's walking from the gym down to where they used to take the pictures, which was almost by like those of you that have been on B facility in New Folsom. It was closer down there to the program office, right? And he's strolling, and now you come out of the fucking gym in your boxing attire. Calm down, Canelo. Calm down, right? So he's walking down there, and you hear the homies, what the fuck is this idiot doing this time, right? And he gives his photo ducats to the camera guy. Oh, hey, I want to take some pictures. Whatever he's telling him, he's down there. We can't hear it. We just see it. So I'm sure he's saying, yeah, I want to take some pictures. And, you know, this is how many he has, right? How many photo ducats. So he's taking pictures, and he's posing on all these boxer poses and shit. And then the grand finale. This vato opened up the robe and had tarantaranzan. Opened the robe, and he like put his hands on his hips like he was Superman. Like, what? And he took that picture. And you could hear laughing everywhere on the yard. But you could also hear homies like, Vato's a fucking idiot. You gotta remember, he's not, he as an individual don't mean a motherfucking thing. Nobody individually means anything when you're running with the raza. It don't matter what faction it is. Well, north and south, as well as the paisa. As an individual, you don't matter. You are a representative of something a whole lot bigger than you. That's why when, you know, Southerners are expected to be dressed professionally at all times, conduct themselves professionally. Do they all do it? No. The ones that don't usually wind up in a wreck sooner or later. People don't want to see you looking like a dirtbag. They send you on your way to the shoe, let you get some, you know, sit down time and get to know yourself and dress a little better next time you come out. It's serious, right? So this dude does that, and everybody's like, "Oh fuck!" A lot of people are laughing. Other factions, other groups. You see this fucking idiot, and hey, that happened, right? Well, Thumper was a lightweight player, though. Apparently he looked good to the ladies. He don't look good on the yard. Nobody looks good on the motherfucking yard. It's a bunch of men, right? He had life without. And he had chicks visiting him. Now, he had a cellie that was from Jimtown. I actually liked that dude. He was cool people. And I guess they were sharing pictures, like, oh, hey, check it out, homie. It's my hyena right here. Oh, hey, she's bad, homie. What's her name? One day, Thumper goes out for a visit. When he goes out there, his cellie's lady is out there. His cellie hasn't came out yet. I guess they hadn't made the call because they would have came out together, right? I don't know the details on how Thumper was able to get his lady's attention somewhere else. But Thumper walked over to his cellie's lady and pulled her. Pulled his cellie's lady. Do you think he sent her the tarantaran picture? But check this out. That fool went back, and this is what we're hearing. Like it was talk of the yard that he told his Sally, like, hey fool, let me get your lady's fucking let me get so and so. I don't even think he said his lady. Let me get so and so's address, homeboy. She told me she wants me to get at her. And he gave him the address. They remain Sally's. The homie from Jimtown, which was a cool ass dude, Holmes. I guess in his mind, like, I'm a player, I can replace that. But on the yard, it was like, damn, homie. How do you let that happen? Like, that's disrespect that you can't let slide. But the homie from Jimtown was like, fuck that bitch, eh? The other homies were like, well, who else? You got another old lady? Since you got so many you don't care about, player. I'd never seen that before. Anywhere. Never seen it since. And I'll tell you guys, like, I'm old school. I'm like, look, if I go out and a homie introduces me to his lady, I'm going to be like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I don't need to interact with her after that at all. Like, I'm used to, like, it's maybe, I mean, I know I'm a dinosaur and I have different views, but like, if I go out to a restaurant with somebody, a woman, and the waiter comes up and talks to her before me, I know that sometimes it's supposed to be like that, but I'm just the kind, like, I'm gonna talk to the dude, like, hey, you guys know what you want to eat? And she's gonna tell me, I'm gonna write it down. But out of respect for you, I'm not gonna be talking to your lady. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I was brought up. It's people get whacked over doing shit like what happened that time. What Thumper did, he should have got whacked. I guess his Sally was such a player. He was like, man, fuck that. She's replaceable. But this fool really had it one time. Look at he had a visit coming from the one he took, the new one, right? He knew about that. And he went out there. And when he went out to visit, like, they'll tell you, oh, your visitor's on table 62. Or your visitor's on table 27, right? And he went out there and he was like, your visitors are on table 27 and 35, or whatever the numbers were. And he was like, what? And he turned around and his regular old lady was there and the new one. And that fool was visiting both of them. He would kick it at the table with one, like, hey, look, man, I got to let you know something. And then go to the other one, hey, what, that one over there, you know. Wow. Had life without the possibility of parole. Had these chicks driving from LA all the way up to New Folsom. 7-hour drive minimum. And they put up with it. The craziest shit ever, right? Now, this video, how long it was? Shit, 15 minutes long. Hey, shout out to all the truckers, man. The truckers been asking me to make longer videos. Here you go. I know this isn't one of the best, but to me, it was like, you know what? I want to talk about something off the wall that I saw in there. And this was like one of the most off the wall things. But for those of you that are going to be curious, like, damn, man, I wonder whatever happened to Thumper. Well, let me let you in on it. So, let's go back to that tattoo. Soy el Thumper. From there, and, you know, what was it? Loved by few, hated by many, respected by all. Hold on, where's the gunshot on that? Here he gets this instead. The big riot of 96, New Folsom beef facility between the Southern Raza and the entire black population. The thing happens. That riot lasted 31 minutes. They killed the homie Shanky. People try to correct me. Oh, wasn't it Sharky? No, Sharky was killed in Pelican Bay by the cops. Shanky was killed in New Folsom by the cops. Like I said before, usually in a lot of the riots like that, when the Southerners are involved, if the cops kill somebody, it's usually going to be a Southerner. And so after the riot, you know, whenever there's a huge riot like that, they cannot put everybody in that SAG. They don't have room. So they send a majority of people back to their cells. They are going to handpick certain dudes. You're going to add SAG ASAP, right? You know, riots are usually a freebie. Unless they see you dead bang, that's usually where dudes, you know, stick and move, hit a few people, get away with it. Maybe get a write-up for participation in a riot, but not a sticky, not an attempted murder or anything like that. It's too many moving parts, too many, you know. Pelican Bay is different. They can zoom in on everything. But, so, you know, whoever went back to their cell, went back to their cells. And respected by all comes out for showers. He's got a Bible in his hand. What? That vato had a Bible in his hand. And homie's like, hey, what are you doing? Homie's, you carrying a knife in that thing or what? What the fuck is that? Oh, brother. I'm with the Lord now, brother. Where'd that thing go? He was with the Lord. Hey, I'm a Christian. Right? I'm nobody else's version of a Christian, but I'm a Christian, so I love God. I respect him, man, that turns to God and he means it wholeheartedly. I don't respect you were a player the day before that riot. hey, and then you saw what really goes down. And damn, God just touched his heart. You think it was during the riot? So I don't know what he wanted. I mean, obviously things weren't going to work out for him after that, and didn't. But I don't know the details of what wound up happening to him. But I think after he got hit and then he went SNY, I think he stopped being Christian. He became a player again, probably. But today's video doesn't really have a message. It was just something that popped into my head. I said, oh man, I remember when this fool did this thing. And I told the story a long time ago about him and, turning Christian and all that. I don't think I told the part about him pulling his Sally's lady and his Sally being okay with it. Staying Sally's with him. But that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I got to start doing more stuff. Maybe today I'll record something right now, actually. Well, on my podcast, on Spotify. On a serious note, man, you see the little playpen back there? Where is it? Back here. See the playpen back there? Coco's sick. My new puppy is sick. We don't know if it's parvo. But we called the vet. They said, bring her in. Bring Coco in and we'll run the test. And if she has it, it's going to cost you $400 a day. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and wait it out. So we're trying to keep her in there, man. It's hard, so hopefully she makes it. If she does, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, because I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, let me see the dog, let me see Coco. She's probably, man, hopefully she's not. She has, her stomach's messed up. If you know anything about parvo, I'm scrubbing the carpet every half hour, it seems like. Can't take her outside because of it. But anyways, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer at the end of that video, but just an update. My dog's doing bad, and hopefully she pulls through. That's my video for today. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.